The Citation of Merit is given to former Southwestern students who have performed exceptional civic and/or professional services in a given geographic area or a field of endeavor. Earl L. Moseley, Jr. I want to be like Earl. This sentiment echoes widely among those who have been blessed to know Earl, and this is precisely why. Earl, you've served as a map to many, guiding them gently, at times unbeknownst to you or to them, down a winding road towards a higher happiness or across a stony path to deeper understanding. You've done so as a mentor, a friend, a teacher, community activist, an advocate, emotional rock, spiritual beacon, and a devoted family member and son. People whose lives have been touched by you over these years agree that your unique inspirational light has led those searching for something meaningful towards greater knowledge, wisdom, hope, healing, contentedness, laughter, and love. What better gift to have given than your hands and your heart to show others a better and a brighter way? Your own modest road began due south of here in Seguin, Texas, and later led you to the steps of Southwestern, where you majored in political science and became a beloved friend to many, yours truly included. Soon after graduating, you channeled your innate skills at guiding others into student-centered programs at Southwest Texas State in San Marcos, now Texas State, where you served as a residence hall director and later coordinator of student activities, before becoming the assistant director of multicultural student affairs and the coordinator of the student mentoring program. Your easy way of relating to students, respecting them, and letting them express themselves honestly makes you an invaluable guide when a misunderstanding threatens to divide. You've spent hours on this very campus as a devoted alumnus, helping both students and staff members build a more unified community. One by one, you influenced futures and inspired others to do the same. Pay it forward. That's the way the saying goes, where good deeds, they encourage others to do the same. This Earl Moseley-esque ripple effect of greater goodness, with its circles ever widening, is truly a tribute to who you are. Indeed, a lifelong friend and a mentee states, Earl, each of us is put down here on earth for a reason. Many wander around for a lifetime, struggling to determine what it is. For so many, it is obvious to us why you were put here. You have allowed yourself to be used by your Maker, and as a result, you have shaped so many young lives. You helped shape me, and for that I am grateful to you, my mentor and friend. Following a 4-year stint as a development officer at Southwest Texas State, you became the director of major gifts for Hudson Tillotson College in Austin, taking you further into the folds of the community, where your impact was even greater felt. Later, you served as the interim executive director of the Capital City African American Chamber of Commerce in Austin, before becoming a principal and a partner at Ben Moseley & Associates, and concurrently a work-based learning specialist at Gary Job Corps Community, both in San Marcos. In 2005, you circled back to Texas State to return to the ever-important work of shaping students' lives. You've become widely known for putting others first, drawing from your faith, which is central in your life. Your pastor says, Earl believes in doing things the Bible way. He's opened up his home to help people during a homeless transition, and by giving them a place to stay, allowed them to get back up on their feet. Another friend adds, Earl is always going to live out his faith. His way of loving people is different than what most people define as what's convenient, what's nice, or what's fun. Earl is truly one of those folks who will be there through thick and through thin. He will give you his last, even when he doesn't have it. If there's someone he knows who has the resource, he will make that plea for you. There is not a better-hearted man. He is that different and that special. Earl, you continue to look for ways to serve your community as a way of serving the greater good. You've served the public as an elected official when you sat on the San Marcos City Council. You helped to address some of the community's greatest needs as a commissioner of the San Marcos Housing Authority and as the president of the United Way of Hays County. Even with those commitments, you carve out time to volunteer as an executive director of Alternative Life Moving Strategies, which blends academics and athletics mentoring for teenage boys who need your guidance. Your love for your companionship as much as your character, and you are invited by loved ones to be present for some of life's most precious moments. You've stood as a best man for friends at their wedding, and occasionally have sung for some. And with others, you've joined them in the delivery room for first births. You're also there for friends in times of trouble, listening earnestly, without judgment, and offering direction and support in a way that is uniquely yours. And you've done all of this extraordinarily, while facing deep personal challenges and obstacles of your own. This is simply the heart that you have and the man that you are. It would be no surprise to you, Earl, how grateful your parents are to have had the chance to witness the marvelous person that you have become. They look upon you each day with joy and with admiration. Says your father, we older folks say, he doesn't meet any strangers. He's really quick to get acquainted with people, easy to talk to. He just loves people, and I am so proud of him. So too are the students that you have mentored and touched. Says one with deep gratitude, as I journeyed through my college career, Earl Moseley was the positive influence that continued to guide me back to making good decisions that have helped to develop my character today. I am sure there were several times I didn't listen, but as an adult, I look back and remember a man who simply didn't allow people to do what they want without a reminder of what was right. I don't believe that level of character development was ever in his job description, but Earl Moseley has never done just what the job requires. Earl, for going far above what is ever expected, in recognition of your selfless deeds, your expansive reach, your shining spirit, and your personal quest to develop, influence, and inspire young people around you to make decisions that will guide them for a lifetime. The Association of Southwestern University Alumni is proud to bestow upon you its prestigious Citation of Merit. Congratulations, my friend. Yes, you have time to make some remarks. You have a couple of minutes and make some remarks.
Amen. Thank you. You better sit down. I'm not going to be long. Most of my friends would say I could stay up here for a while, and I could. But I am really humbled by this award. I never would have imagined that it would ever happen, and it's a good thing. I have a lot of people to thank, And first, I need to thank my father and my mother, who is not here. And I'm not going to dwell on that very long, but my parents are very central to what I do. As a matter of fact, I probably did. Daddy doesn't always recognize this, but I've just lived the example that was lived before me. My father is a principled man. He's a giving man. He's a caring man. And I sought to do the very same, just like you taught me. And I hope I've honored you by that. I'm sorry. I cry pretty easy. So they mean a lot to me. Even my sister and my brother, who are not here, but are represented by my first cousin, Melissa Williams, and her husband, Willie. And we grew up together just like brothers and sisters. And we've gone through a lot together because our parents have passed, and we've been there for one another. And that kind of brings you together. But what's greater than that is the family that's here with me today, that outside of the Moseley family. And that's the family of Southwestern University and the family that I have at Texas State University. And some of those people have gone on. People that have helped train me, allow me to grow, allow me to do a lot of different things. Mr. Gerald Hill and his wife, a great mentor. He's a former state representative and vice president of university advancement at Texas State. But I latched on to him when I was a junior here doing an internship at the Capitol, and we've been friends ever since. And I thank you. This is an opportunity to say thank you, Gerald, and your wife, Donna, for all you've done, for being there, for mentoring, encouraging. And then the guy who first hired me to Texas State is here from Arkansas, and just because he comes from the backwoods is a great thing, but he hired me. His name is David Hartz, and I have a deep admiration for him. He really allowed me to grow, and had it not been for David, I wouldn't have been at Texas State. And David, Alicia, your family, I've seen his daughter grow up, and it has just been phenomenal. And to my friends at Texas State, they really helped the guy to grow. I came there kind of young, and they've nurtured me. But most importantly, I would be really remiss if I didn't highlight the men of Pi Kappa Alpha. They took a chance. My grandmother told me that if they give you a bid, you ought to take it. It'll be a good experience for them and a good experience for you. And I will tell you, greater love hath no man than to lay down his life for a friend. And those men have stood by me through thick and through thin, especially my pledge class. And God bless you, because I pray for you. And last but not least, it's just good to have people that have been friends with you. My best friend and one of my colleagues are here today. Derek Ben and Terrence Parker. I just want to say thank you. We don't need to say any more. God puts people in your way that will always be there for you, and just when you need them. And I thank you for that. Thank you for this honor. God bless you.